Hello beautiful souls, my name is Annabelle Ivaya. Welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive mentor and healer, and I haven't been here for a long time. I'm gonna explain to you what happened to me so that it can help you in the future. For those that don't know, I'm a light worker, so I usually am a front runner. I'm gonna go through a lot of changes, and usually people that follow me are gonna have changes moving forward for them. So you will find this video exactly at the right time for you, and I'm hoping that it's gonna give you some insight about how I experienced the energies and what was required of me, so that you look at your own transformational journey in 2025 from that lens. 2025 is not a year that we've seen before. A lot of people will tell you, the astrologers are going to tell you that a lot of the planets around the earth are going to change signs, which creates a lot of movements. We have Pluto in Aquarius. The energy is being felt more and more. Pluto is transformation, death, and rebirth. And I can definitely say that since we ended 2024, I have experienced death and rebirth many times, even back in December as well, and even all of last year, I think. But I'm gonna focus on this month energy and what we could actually feel moving forward. So as you know, I've been learning more and more about astrology. It's one of my newest passion. I've been learning it for a year now, and I'm going to be continuing to learn it because it's something that it never ends. It's an infinite beautiful knowledge that we can have access to, and I'm going to be sharing more about the new services I'm offering, so stay tuned until the end. I would love to have your point of view on something that I might share here on my channel. I would love for you to tell me if that resonates. If so, please comment below, but that will be at the end of the video. So what's been happening for me in 2025 so far? So we're 3 weeks in right now when I'm recording. It's been quite challenging. I'm not gonna say otherwise. I've moved to a new place, which has created a lot of shifts energetically. I'm in Tulum. I've been here for almost 3 months. It's in Mexico, and I love a lot about it, but it's very challenging because the energies that I'm sensing are very polarized. So you have the elementals, you have the ocean, you have the jungle, you have lots of beautiful birds, so many beautiful energies, and you have also people coming here for parties, for multiple days of raves, and to actually get wasted the time that they're here. No judgment here, because 20 years ago that was something I was into, but not anymore since many years now. So I was confronted by these energies. Well, I would say maybe the shadow part, the Plutonian energies of Tulum in the last few weeks, and it's been very difficult on my energy level, on my emotional state, on my physical well-being, on my work, because I was not able to sleep. So when you can't sleep, it's hard to create content, it's hard to work, it's hard to be available online. I also took a week off of social media because my senses were overloaded by all of the music around, the craziness I was seeing, feeling into. It was just too much. So all of these weeks and days actually brought me back closer to myself. And it's always quite difficult when we have the 2 feet in the darkness, in our shadows, and the Pluto energy or the Scorpio energy of your chart. This creates waves of things that you thought that you had healed, and you're like, oh my God, it's coming up to the surface again. Why? And the ego doesn't want to go there. It wants you to protect you from suffering, but you need to go through this depth of all of the false things about yourself. So the false things about myself I've discovered is I don't have to be online all the time. People can find other source of support if they need to. I am not an emergency service, which I already knew, but you know what I mean. It was also, I don't have to always be present everywhere and watch all of these videos and always be on social media, because actually it drains me more than it gives to me. And of course, now that I've shifted to astrology, I want to learn more. And for anyone that has had a new endeavor, a new learning that they love, like it's like there's no end to it. For me, I have a course and then I'm gonna dream about it all night. That's also, there is also something in my chart that would tell you this, but otherwise it's really about really finding what is the next step for me. I needed a time where I was disconnected from everything and everyone, but mostly two people that I was connecting to during that time that supported me, because it was quite rough. I was having flashback of myself 20 years ago, not wanting to connect to myself, wanting to go into parties and raves and just getting crazy and not really looking into, because it was too painful for me. I was connecting to the energies that people were trying to push away. There was a lot of darkness around me. And there was a lot of false beliefs about my work, about money, about how much I need to work, how many videos and lives and groups and things I have to do in terms of making my business a success. And that it was okay to take a time out, even if it was not like okay, let's go to an island and have like a week vacation, because I actually was not working for most of this month. It was quite traumatizing at first. It was just like, oh my God, like I can't believe it's happening. Like I can't believe this situation outside of me is pushing me so much that I can not do anything right now. And it was really feeling very powerless in that moment. So I'm not saying that everybody on earth is gonna have such a big, huge occasion or pressure to actually stop doing everything that they do. But if you feel that there's something within you as I'm talking that is calling you to take a pause, and that could be a weekend, that you just turn off your phone. I'm not saying just turn off your phone and don't be connected to everything all the time. If you haven't, I found, and I could actually put it in the comments, but I found an app that actually blocks the apps that we always go to. You can, put the hours, how many times you want to go in and everything. I was like, oh my God, thank you for that. We have tools now, and you have no idea how many times you're actually turning on your phone and your apps just to see if you have a notification from who. And for me, it's really work related, but it's not always for work that I look at it. All of that to say, if you're being called to take your time off because life is overwhelming, I felt like I couldn't bear anything. Of course, there was outside noise in the physical term of it. There was also like this energetic chaos around me, but that's what the Pluto energy is. So maybe it's not going to be coming from outside like it was for me. Maybe it's going to come from the inside, and you're going to feel this shaky energy inside of you, and you're going to feel like there is something wrong. But the something wrong is there is maybe like an earthquake inside of us. It needs to be felt. Otherwise, it's going to continue shaking. I hope that made sense. If you actually tune into your own earthquake of energy, like the shaking energy inside of you, maybe it's going to feel, well, not maybe, I'm pretty sure it's going to feel very uncomfortable, because you're going to see the emotions, the feelings. You're going to connect to the thoughts, the patterns. They're not serving you. And they're not going to feel comfortable, but you're going to have a chance to let them go once you've looked at them. As I always say, you can only let go of what you actually are aware that you have, right? So if you put something to the surface and you choose, is it good for me or is it not? Then you have the ability to let it go. And your ego might not want to let it go. Maybe it's going to keep the story. Maybe it wants to keep the history of what happened in your mind, but you're going to be we're gonna have to let go of a lot of the things this year. And I think most of us felt that we have actually let go of a lot of the things in 2024, but it starts for me. If it starts like that for me, and I've done a lot of inner work, I mean, most people will have a lot of shaky times, and it's not to make you feel scared, it's to warn you the possibility that if you feel something inside of you that is not in alignment, it is not a call for you to be more on your phone, more on the TV, more on working, to be distracted. It's an invitation to look within you. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm here to support you, whether it's with your natal chart or healing the parts of you that you really need support with, whatever feels right, I'm here to support you. So as you discover what is ready for you to let go of, you're gonna feel discomfort within you, and it's okay. I mean, I was lucky enough to have people that could hold me during that time. I don't have like hundreds of people, but the people that are with me, that are there when those things happen, they are very, very heartwarming people, and they understand me. They don't judge me for what I am and for what I'm going through. So I'm really inviting you to do the same, to find those one or two people that are going to be doing that for you. But to be able to find these people, you need to be honest, vulnerable, and authentic in your connections. And that's something that a lot of us are scared to do, me included, by the way. So these are the energies that we're coming into. So Pluto is in Aquarius that wants to change everything. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is the change and it, like the movements and everything. It doesn't like to stay still, right? It wants to shift. Like, let's not keep things that don't work anymore in place. Just let's move everything and find a higher way to do it. And it's an air sign, so you might find your mind going a lot more intensely right now. Plus, we're entering Aquarius season right now, so all of that adds on top of each other. And Mars, the planet of I go for what I want, I have all of the energy and I'm pushing forward, like the Aries energy, is still in retrograde for a few weeks. So maybe it's going to be more the mind, and it's in retrograde in Cancer, so it's a lot of emotion. I know I felt super emotional in the last few weeks. We had the full moon in Cancer, there was now this Mars in Cancer, and I mean, there's a lot of emotions. And the North Node for everyone on the planet is now in Pisces, which is a water sign, which is a lot connected to, yes, the spirit realm and the higher senses and a lot of beautiful things, but also a lot of the emotions. So we need to navigate our waters. So you're going to be called to do a lot of the inner work, taking time for you, take a break if you need to. And if you're wanting to learn more about astrology, here is the part where I'm asking you a question. Please leave in the comments if you would love for me to start doing how to get your chart up and how to look at different energies and the elements in the chart and the different celestial bodies. If you're open to give me your insight or how you feel about it, if you're interested in astrology, I believe some of you are, but just comment below and I'll see what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So that's one. And then second, my two offers now are Astro-Healing. So we look at your natal chart on the first session, where I'm going to look at your themes of your life you would like to have more insight around. And then the second session is going to be the healing of the parts that we looked at that were maybe more achy for you, and where we found that more healing, more letting go, more shifting could help you move into your highest timeline. So that's the first new service. And if you're new to astrology, I do now introductory astrology readings. We're going to look at your sun sign, your ascendant, and your moon. Those are the three main ones when you start. Of course, I'm going to show you your whole chart, but for this introductory, we'll stay with the moon, sun, and ascendant, because those are the main energies that you hold. So if anything of this interests you, you can look up my website and book a session. I would love to see you there. Leave me a comment. Do you love astrology like me? Do you want to learn more? And of course, I always channel a lot of messages, so I'll merge my gifts together. It's just that my life is taking me to this new passion now, and I want to bring you with me. And I'm gonna assess if this channel is the best to do so, or if I'm gonna start a new one. So on that note, please take care of your beautiful heart in the next few weeks. Remember that if you're being called to take a break from everything, it's okay. Give yourself the choice to do it, the right to do it, and see how much more clarity, peace, and love you'll have for yourself on the other side. And if you need any support, reach out. All right, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.